Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players, and Roto. Today, I'm going to be talking about Kuiil and IG11. So, yes, a lot of people would have known that IG11 and Kuiil is out. They've had kits revealed, so I'm just going to go over some of their kits and talk about them and, let you guys know. But first, got to show this. Nope. I got rid of it by mistake. Listen to that. You hear the child. He has a giggle. Yeah, he has a few different sounds. I don't know how many. I went over them a few times. Just go back and forth. I think he has like 3, maybe 4 different sounds. I don't know. But look at that. That is awesome. Of course, he's a tank, but then again, his body turns around to where he's backwards. He hides the child behind him. But in this animation scene, it's cool to see it like that. And it's cool how the IG series, the Intergalactic Droid series, has arms that can really rotate well. This is definitely more of an advantage than an HK unit, but I still like the HK unit over these droids. But these are definitely high up on the list of droids to have. These type of droids for bodyguards, etc. They're tough. Like, even if you watched Clone Wars, IG86 is just jumping up on the side, taking an aerial advantage, kind of like the commando droids would be similar. So there's that. But yeah, let's talk about it. So I definitely like this one, or his basic, where he can target an enemy and the weakest enemy. So if the weakest enemy is under stealth, unless they can't be targeted, unless this isn't really targeting the second part, say like you have Mon Mothma that's weakest, everyone else is tougher than her. I don't know if that'll actually work where he'll target her, because she can't be targeted with one of her Zetas, so who knows. And if there's a lot of debuffs, he recovers protection. He's a droid that taunts. Or a healing droid. A droid that taunts. A healer that taunts. This is the first healer that taunts. All the other healers are just healers. They heal. Like, he heals. He doesn't revive, but he heals. He dispels. He is actually better than L337 with dispelling. Now, am I saying he's better at tanking? I don't know. I think L3, because of her tech, gets a lot better. So, I don't know. There's a lot to play around with this character. Like, let's see. Dispel. Okay, so yeah. And the Zeta, he could still dispel debuffs from Droid and Scoundrel allies. And he's pretty fast. Like, I have plus 87 speed, and I think he was like at 170-something speed. Kuiil was like 180-something. You can get Kuiil really fast, and he'll go to town. And then IG11 just, really takes the cake on working well with him. Look at that. Just look at that. That's awesome. But there's just a lot to talk about. Like, he recovers health, and 30%. Target ally recovers health equal to 30% of his health, and all other allies recover half that amount, so they're getting 15% of IG11's max health. So you want to definitely get it up there. His mastery is armor, health, and health steal. I was hoping he'd have crit avoidance, because that would actually be good for a tank, a taunting healer essentially. But they didn't do that. They basically gave him something similar to tanks, normal tanks, where they have armor, protection, and health steal, where he has health and health steal. So the health steal will definitely give a little more health recovery. So, like, right now, stats are kind of like abysmal, because he's only 2-star. It'll be a while. It'll probably be a few weeks before I'm gonna purchase the $10 packs, because they're worth getting. I feel like they're worth getting to speed up that farm. They're $10. Look at that. Look at that. $10. They brought the $10 packs back. I like that. That is phenomenal. Granted, I do miss getting the crystals, but they could have added, like, 50. You're spending $10, so you get maybe 100 crystals. That wouldn't hurt. I still feel like the value's there for the 30 shards. Like, that's really what it is there for. So, but yeah, there's a lot to go with. He taunts, and also, deal physical damage again to enemies with damage over time or shock. The only thing I would say with him, because a lot of droids have target lock, I would say add the target lock effect in there. So deal physical damage again to enemies with damage over time, shock, or target lock. So the target lock is in there. So you can use them with an IG-88, T3M4, and Probe Droid. And then you have him and Kuiil. It'd be really cool to see. So, Kuiil, like, he's already making mainstays. Like, he's beating with bounty hunters. A mixture between Aura, Sing Lead. I think Mando Lead is one as well. Especially Mando Lead for the Scoundrel getting speed up. He's allowing people to counter gas teams with bounty hunters with almost full, depending on RNG and stuff, with all and mods, almost full protection, full point banner points if you're actually, doing it. Like, you got Mando, you got Grief, you got Ham, you got Bosk, and then like Aura Sing, or I don't know, there's just so much good. Sorry for the yawning and stuff. I just woke up not too long ago, but I wanted to get this video out because I'm going to have a busy day. So I apologize for that. But he's just so good with boosting. This Frontier Wisdom. Scoundrel's allies have 40% of his max health, offense potency, and gain Kuiil's max protection. That's huge. You bulk the team up. You hulk the team. It's like 3 Baka. It's similar to 3 Baka. I don't know why that is, but he's so similar to 3 Baka in some ways. I also like that Kuiil and droid allies recover 20% protection whenever an enemy is inflicted with shock. Which, I didn't make this team list up, but, I'm about to show some teams. But I will throw a couple of teams down at the bottom real quick, and then we'll go through all of them. But, you could run like Darth Revan Lead and run Kuiil, IG-11, HK-47, and some other droids. You're going to keep droids, like, alive. Because anytime, like, Darth Revan will just do an AoE shock and everyone's fully healed. All the other characters are fully healed. HK-47's like, thanks, master. Statement. Or excited. Excited statement. Thanks, master. Something like that. But, even Palpatine droids could be a thing. Like, I know there was a mommy droid thing that Urzatron did with Mon Mothma, IG-88, Probe Droid, and a couple others. This character provides, like, you can even do Dooku droids. Like, you can use Kuiil, IG-11, Dooku, Magna Guard, and B1. Or because you have the taunt, you can go B1, B2 under Dooku. And then anytime Dooku shocks with his special, he'll heal up. Well, he won't heal up B1 because, 1 health. But he'll heal up B2. Or if Magna Guard's there, you go Magna Guard B2. There's just so much synergy there. Like, there's some team compositions. So, yeah, you could have some. So, let's go over some team ideas I had. Let's go back. All right, so obviously got HK-47 lead. He's like he used to be the best of the best droid leads, but unfortunately it's kind of fallen, the turn meter loss. I feel like, his leadership should get a little bit more boost somehow, like adding, say, go 30 crit chance, 30 crit damage, 30 crit avoidance, 30 potency, and then gain a 10% turn meter on a critical hit. That's huge. And IG-11's gonna, I think if I remember right, let's see. Come on. Let's see. I think one of these recovers protection. No. Thought it did. I thought there was, unless it's in Kuiil. Let me double check. I apologize. These are such new kits. Let's see. No turn meter. I don't know. It's tricky to figure out. Well, there's turn meter in here. 25% turn meter. That's there. I don't know, but anyways, still, he's going to gain turn meter with his IG-11's AoE. And if you have like R2 in there, he's going to grant, with number crunch, he's going to grant droids up. Unfortunately, R2-D2 doesn't boost Kuiil, but that's fine. He's still boosting everyone else. Combat analysis brings crit chance up more. So, HK-47 and R2-D2s, they're going to throw out some crit chances. BB-8's going to speed up the team before probably Kuiil goes. And then Kuiil will give another 25% turn meter if you have him really fast. He can be, I think, like, if I had all mods except the arrow being 32, all mods being about 25, I think that's up to 339 speed. That's really fast for someone without any speed boost. So that's huge. Then you got the typical Grievous B1, B2, but you have Magna or Kuiil and IG11. And you do got the fact that Kuiil does have that shock chance on at least something. So B2 or B2 Grievous and IG11 will cleanse off that shock. Or I mean, recover protection. I mean. Also, the nice thing about IG11 is cleansing off Scoundrel and Droid allies, so that's huge. You got HK47 with T3. The two big attackers are those two, and then you have L3, and so you got, two healing tanks, one that works with prepared, but you have the bounce effect of the two taunts at the start with L337, and like if everyone focused more on IG11, L3 will gain prepared if she's not damaged over a turn cycle. And she's going to gain turn meter as well, so that's huge. I think that might have been one of the characters I was thinking of. Then you got a target lock team, which, again, I wish IG11 had some target lock synergies. Because he's a droid, it would make sense. He, his type of fighting style, if you actually look, he has some sort of target lock system in his core. So I don't know why he's not there. Then you got HK with, instead of Kuiil, if you want to go, triple tank, just to build up HK's big attack, you could do that as well. A couple of people are thinking of, and I agree with this, some Kira leads, because there's Scoundrels too. Kira leads with Mission Zalbar, and then the two. Then you also have L337 and Nest. Nest is huge. Nest. Oh, that's one thing. That Nest, as long as Kuiil is alive, Nest is with, getting counter chance. She ignores taunts. She gets more damage offense-wise, but she also gets more health, which boosts her bonus protection even more. So she gets even more. So, say she's at, right now mine's at, 58,000. And if you get Kuiil up to 100 and... I don't think you get him up to 150,000. I don't know what I think you could get him probably maybe 120,000. That's, about 12,000. And let's see, Kuiil gives, it's 40%, I think, right? 12, 24, 36, yeah, 48,000 health. So Nest would get 48,000 health on top. At least where I have her at. I still need to get more health on her because, yeah, I'm still working on that mod. But still, almost 100,000 health. And then you throw the max bonus protection on her. That's huge. That is huge. So she's going to be a lot harder to kill off. And then again, you also got, that much health on L337. And L337 heals, as long as she has prepared, she heals 50% of her max health. So she's keeping people alive. She's keeping Kira bulked up. So this could be I could see this one being a very viable backwall GAC defensive team. I wouldn't be surprised if some people, get these characters reliced out, all relic, 4 to 7 range, and throw them even in territory wars. It could trip up some people. Because you have 2 auto-taunting tanks at the start. You got a lot of healing between L3 and IG11. You got some healing and cleansing from Kuiil. You got dispels from IG11. You got a lot of turn meter gain. And then also, let's see, support healers get speed. Which, that's huge for IG11. He's going to keep going and going, keeping people dispelled. That is huge. So Kira is going to definitely be a big comeback for Scoundrels. And then you got the Vandor Chewie option as well. Sub out Nest for Vandor and just have, no one can be killed because L3 and IG11 are taunting and keeping that off. I feel like that is going to be the best ideal team for Vandor Chewie. Kira, and that's another team that'd be good on defense. That way you can save Nest for offense, depending on where you are. I still face people that throw Ewoks and some random teams that Ness can solo, but yeah. Then there's also running Candace. Like, if you get Candace up to Relic 7, he can hit hard, hit like a truck, and then Kuiil's boosting that. It's huge. Another option, he doesn't boost 2 of these characters. He only boosts Chewie and Han, but he also, between him and 3 Baka, boosting Chewie and Han so immensely, it's going to be insane. They're going to hit hard. Though this team could be a viable option as well. Sub out C-3PO. Save C-3PO for Jedi Rey team, or Padme, or Ewoks, if you want to do that. Ewoks. He doesn't do much with Ewoks as much as you'd think he should. But yeah, that's a team. There's also, instead of 3 Baka, IG11. I forgot to sub out the IG11 in that one. Or IG86 out, because I was holding it before I was planning. Then there's you have the IG team, almost the IG team with Kuiil, and you can even, instead of Probe Droid, run IG or Magna Guard. He's an intergalactic banking clan droid, anyways. So yeah, that's huge. That's what IG stands for, by the way. Then there's some bounty hunter teams that are being ran as well with Aura Singh, Mando. So yeah, there is that. Yeah, and here's the bottom team with the IG teams. There you go. But here's a couple of bounty hunter teams that can beat gas and stuff. So it's insane. Like, if you can get Kuiil going faster than Rex. Of course, I think this has to be done on Rexes that are probably, around 675 or 275, not 675 speed. Gosh, 275 speed. If you get Kuiil way faster than him, you could beat those slower Rexla teams. So that's a lot of teams to work with. But here, like I said, I'm going to do this. Boom. Then let's go Droid. So I would say you got AHK. AHK makes sense in here because he's going to hit so much more like a truck than before because of Darth Revan Lead. And then you got IG11. Then you got... you could even do L3. This would be kind of an interesting team comp here. Actually, I'm going to go back to favorites. You are in favorites. You're going to be quicker to find in favorites. There you go. Boom. And because of the shock AoE, as long as you're not fighting a Darth Revan mirror match with Malak and Fallen Bastila, boom. Now you can use like Palp. You can do that Palp Bastila Malak thing, or save Malak to be with Vader to counter those GLs. Darth Revan's not useless anymore. HK's not useless. Fallen Bastila could go with Palpatine. There you go. You got a team right there that, 4 characters, once Darth Revan uses an AoE, will be healed up pretty much, protection-wise. So that's huge. And then you also have Palpatine Lead. Yeah, it's only his basic, but the thing about his basic, if you're control on this on offense, and you throw shock on everybody, Palp's going to go to town. L3 and IG11 are going to probably be taunting, and, he's just going to go down to town with his turn meter gain, shock everyone, and just keep shocking. You just keep shocking with his basic, and he just goes to town. So yeah, I'm gonna do that team comp. Except, let's see, let's go to favorites real quick. I still feel like this team might be the best built. Boom, boom. And you could probably run Watt, and then run... The other droid is L3, so you can have that auto taunt. You can use, instead of Watt, you can still use someone else. Like, you got droids, speed them up. Probably better would be R2 because you get the Force stealth, so you're actually protecting Palpatine. Like, that's huge as well. So, there's some team ideas you could try. That's some team comps you could try, And then the fear with Darth Revan, that's huge as well. And then Palpatine, he has a big stun AoE that's going to shut down the enemy team. So, but yeah, that's some team comps I'm, between here and online, as well as some suggestions of mine, like just anyone with shock, even Dooku again. Like I said, Dooku, let me just go throw him in there. So I'm just going to go favorite for a second. I'm going to just throw you in here just to get these guys in here. Good. by, let's go Separatist. You got Separatist Droids. Dooku. You got Droidica. You got Magna Guard. You're boosting offense with B1. Like, you're not boosting his health, but you're boosting his potency as well. B2, if you build him with a super tenacity set, you're getting more potency from Kuiil. The builds are endless, pretty much. Magna Guard, there you go. There you go. That's a team right there. Like, Magna Guard and Droidica will counter. IG11 gives himself retribution. That is huge. And then Dooku is just Dooku. So there's some, 3 oddball leadership teams that can actually work for droids. Besides that, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree? Hope to see more. I feel like these 2 characters are going to be phenomenal for the game. Phenomenal. Boosting 2 factions, Droids and Scoundrels. This is huge. Besides that, thank you for watching. Again, please share this, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and you guys have a phenomenal day.